Welcome back to Let's Play Dragon Age Inquisition. I'm Subponic Poster, and now that we've finished with Wicked Eyes and Wicked Hearts, let's head on back to Skyhold and see what's going on.
The matter is urgent, Lady Josephine.
I am well aware of that, revered mother.
We will need them to return to Val Royeaux as soon as possible. There are ceremonies, ordinations. Maker's mercy.
That's quite impossible at the moment. However, I will see to this matter as soon as possible.
My Lady Inquisitor. Please, may I have a word with you?
Oh, all right.
Just when you've solved one crisis, another springs up to take its place.
I am sorry to place this burden on your shoulders, but you are the only one who can help.
I thought the Chantry didn't want anything to do with us.
Our minds turn to a single question. The next divine. We cannot answer it without the left and right hands of Divine Justinia V.
I have already told you, revered mother. Lady Leliana and Seeker Cassandra cannot be spared from their duties.
But surely with the support of the Empire, the Inquisition will not be harmed by the loss of just 2 souls.
They're important souls.
Why do you need Liliana and Cassandra?
They were Her Holiness's most trusted advisors. They represent her legacy, her hopes for peace in Thedas. They could rally the Grand Clerics to follow as no candidate from the clergy has been able to.
So you're saying... Well, that's fucked up.
Liliana and Cassandra are candidates to become the Divine. How is that possible?
Not yet, but they could be. We need them to be. There is precedent. Other times when clerics remained deadlocked, a successor was chosen from outside the clergy. Lady Liliana and Seeker Cassandra were Justinia's most trusted friends and advisors. Our late divine is still held in high esteem. To honor her, the Grand Clerics might support one of them as successor.
How long does the Chantry need them?
Several months, at least. If one of them is crowned divine, she would not be returning to the Inquisition.
Oh, hell no. Get your own damn pope.
Liliana and Cassandra would have to make that decision for themselves.
And they certainly will, at a later date. The Inquisitor has only just returned and has important business to attend to.
I haven't been at the tavern in a while.
Revered mother. Don't let them detract from your victory at Alam-Shiral. We've beaten his wardens and stopped his intrigues. Soon, Corypheus will have no place to hide. Cullen is hoping to press our advantage. We'll plan our next attack when you're ready.
Okay. That's kind of serious shit. Well, now that we're back, we have a judgment to take care of.
I do not believe a reminder is necessary for this accused. Her capture and disgrace could not have been more public. Grand Duchess Floriane de Chalon, although her titles are among the dignities already at risk of forfeiture. You spared her life despite her treachery. What becomes of it now falls to you.
Out of your element, Floriane. Welcome to the Inquisition. My party.
Haha.
Despite her posture, Lady Floriane has acknowledged your authority.
Should I curse you on behalf of the Elder One? I realize he had no intention of honoring the concordats I manipulated. Do as you must. I respect your mastery of the game, even as I despise your victory. Celine does not know her fortune.
Well, let's see. That's kind of a bad option, actually. You can throw her out. But this is the best option.
She has caused no end of misery. It's time she brought some joy. Grand Duchess Floriane de Chalon, jester to the Inquisition, in flat shoes.
History's greatest malevolence, Inquisitor. I am the jest of Orlais already.
And once you do this to her, sometimes you'll find her in Skyhold. Yep, that's what she looks like now. Excellent. But what would it be like if we went with the other option?
Thank the Maker you're back. The Empress will begin her speech soon. What should we do?
And you still have to fight her if you choose that option. But this is the one we want.
The Grand Duchess is the assassin. Don't let her anywhere near the Empress.
Duchess? At once, Inquisitor.
Let all gathered attend. Her Imperial Majesty will now address the court.
Lords and ladies, as a nation, we mourn our sons and daughters, brothers and sisters, friends and lovers claimed by war. The sky is torn open, our divine is dead, and many fear the end of all things comes upon us. Orlais must stand as a bastion, a bulwark behind which all Thedas may take shelter. So has it stood for 1,000 years. So shall it ever stand. This would not have been possible without the efforts of many. Dear cousin, please step forward.
Grand Duchess, stand down!
And what happens here is a whole bunch of our guys get killed.
For Corypheus, kill them all!
Cullen, protect the people!
Little late for that. And then you get dropped into this cutscene where you'll end up fighting her.
Beaten at every turn. You stole the moment of my triumph, just as you stole the demon army from Merimond. And now you've chased a defenseless woman into the garden. Are you proud of yourself?
And here Buzz is apparently stunned and communicates telepathically.
True, you never were one to fall for my helpless damsel act. The night is still young. All I need to recover is to kill you, Inquisitor. So good of you to attend my soirée.
And then you'll get into a fight. Florian likes to stick to the high areas, so up on the left and up on the right there is an area that she'll get to, and normally you can't get there. We end up doing this because we have the grappling hook, but otherwise you can't get up there, and so if you have no ranged people in your party, this fight becomes a huge pain in the ass. She generates guard. She'll disappear and reappear elsewhere. Like that.
Leaving so soon, Your Grace! She's up on the wall!
And we make fun of her. We can still get some hits on her that way.
Come out, Florian! Your body's finally picking up!
We have a mage and Sarah though, so we're fine on the ranged part.
Again. I'm starting to feel sick! Right, Florian, hurry! Where's the Duchess? Ah! Come out, Florian! Your body's finally picking up!
Now we take her out, and she drops this bow, which is pretty good if you're at level, and also if your inventory isn't full. And once you kill her, then you
This
get
wasn't my idea.
this
It
judgment.
is an issue born of titles and heir apparency and... Halam Shiral is having difficulty freeing trade routes formerly controlled by Duchess Florian. Had she been tried, her assets would be forfeit and considerable bureaucracy avoided. So they ask that we judge her.
This is supposed to make sense. I'm judging a box.
That was the time allotted for rebuttal. Her crimes negated any claim to... Forgive me, there is an odor.
And you have a couple of different things here. You can use your history perk, but we're going to go with this one.
I call for rehabilitation. The skull shall do public theater about the evils of evil. I also judge the box. End table for orphans.
That's quite enough, Inquisitor. Point taken.
And it also leads to a war table mission, which is also really damn funny. Now we're going to check in with
Dear, I'm
Viv.
afraid I must ask you for help. There is an alchemical formula that I must complete, but I have been unable to obtain a critical ingredient. The heart of a snowy wyvern. I had arranged to obtain one, but the chevaliers working with me were killed in the Civil War.
If I'm going to hunt down a snowy wyvern, I need you to tell me everything you know about it.
They're quite rare and exceedingly dangerous. Their venom is the most potent of any wyvern. Ordinary hunters would not make the attempt. The risk is too great. You, my dear, would certainly be an equal to this monster.
I guess that's a compliment.
I'm not a hunter. Why do you think I can help?
This beast is not hunted for sport, as other wyverns sometimes are. It is far more deadly. In the past, chevaliers have been dispatched to either kill the creatures or drive them away from villages. Since my chevaliers have fallen to political conflict, I find myself in need of someone with a martial aptitude.
I didn't know you were an alchemist, Vivian. What exactly is this project you're working on?
It is a special request from a member of the Council of Heralds. I am still the Imperial Court Enchanter, after all. The matter is private. That is all there is to say.
You want me to risk my life to get this thing for you, but you won't tell me what it's for.
My dear, it is hardly proper for me to blab the secrets of those who put trust in my discretion. I would do no less for you, after all.
It sounds kind of sketchy, but we'll do
I'll
it.
do what I can.
Thank you, my dear. I would be most grateful. I shall give the location of its lair to Cullen. Remember, my dear, I must have its heart, or the potion will not work. I eagerly await your success.
We finish talking to her and head back out. And there's a book here. Let's read it. Age regression. Now this is really sounding sketchy.
I can't make heads or tails of this. Age regression. Who is this potion for?
And Morrigan's hanging out in the garden, so let's go chat with her.
"'Tis a large fortress, Inquisitor. To think, until recently this place stood decrepit, occupied only by the desperate and the lost. Now it is party to events that threaten to shake the world. I wonder if it is pleased."
It sounds like you've heard of Skyhold before.
This fortress was built upon the remains of a site holy to the ancient elves. They called it Tara Salan, the place where the sky is kept. It is said that from here, they reached up to the heavens to bring them down to rest. They abandoned it, as did the humans who came after them. Bones laid upon bones, silent until your arrival.
I like this place. I've made it mine.
The magic in this place has seeped into the stones, protecting it from darkness. Those who let it fall to ruin did not know what they possessed. You, I think, shall do it justice. You were kind to welcome my aid, Inquisitor, even knowing as little of me as you do.
Well, we didn't really have a choice, but sure.
All the knowledge at my disposal, this I swear to you.
You swear it? That's rather serious.
Some might think Corypheus a madman for seeking godhood. Yet one must ask, what were the old gods? What secrets of theirs did the ancient magisters know? What I fear, what all should fear, is not that Corypheus believes he can succeed. 'Tis that he actually may.
Well, that's cheery. Now we're gonna jaunt on over to the Hissing Wastes and meet up with our old friend, the Sandy Howler. I had a request to show off the Night Enchanter, so I'll be doing that for a little bit. You can solo the dragon entirely that way, but it's not very fast and it's not very exciting, so I'll just show off a bit of the upgrades Vivian's got herself, and then we'll switch back to Buds. Now, every time you strike with your Spirit Blade, you will generate barrier with the upgrades we have. Also, Vivian is wearing armor that generates guard on hit, so she is really, really, really hard to kill. And if your player character is a Knight Enchanter and you spec them out well, it's gonna be the same thing. They're just hard as hell to kill. The combat's not very dynamic, it's not a whole lot of fun, but it is pretty much a ticket to immortality. Musical request by forums poster, My Dad. Let's get to it! The Sandy Howler is one of the more difficult dragons in that she not only generates guard, but she also summons ads. However, if you can get her backed up to the steps of the Tomb of Firel, she'll call them in, but they stay out of aggro range, so you don't have to fight them. And there we go.
Yeah, I mean, yes. I'm alive. Really. Alive.
That last burst of flame nearly roasted us. One down!
The amulet's pretty good. The armor and robes are shit for us at this point. They're too low level. Now we're gonna head on over to Exalted Plains and take care of Vivian's quest. This is in the Fens area where the dragon was. Now what's fun about this quest is you can lie to Viv and give her a regular Wyvern heart, but that will fuck things up. Yeah, go turn it in.
What can I do for you, my dear? Is it too much to hope that you've brought me the heart of the snowy Wyvern?
You are with me.
I've brought you.
We'll just hand it over.
Inquisitor, you are a treasure. Please accept this as your payment. I must begin work immediately. You have been a dear friend, and I would like you to come with me.
Well, I guess we'll find out what this is all about then.
This should only take a moment, Inquisitor. I'm here, my darling.
Vivienne,
Yes, darling.
it's going to be alright, my love.
My darling?
If you give her the bad heart, he doesn't wake up.
Vivian, I'm sorry.
So it wasn't for her,
There's
actually.
nothing
It was
here
for her aged boyfriend.
Bastien is dead. I can hardly believe. It was the Wintersend Ball. My first visit to the Imperial Palace. The Circle sent a dozen of us to entertain the nobility. I was in awe of everyone and everything, and then our eyes met. Bastien spent the entire ball at my side. The Dowager tried to have him killed for slighting her, but he didn't care.
Falling in love across a crowded ballroom. Sounds like something out of a children's story.
He was a dashing rogue, and any defects he might have had were made up for with rank and importance. It was
How
an
romantic.
innocent time, I suppose. And now he's gone, and I must write to his son Laurent. And his sister will make a terrible fuss if she isn't informed first. And I'll need to arrange for the chantry services. Maker only knows how long that will take.
If I can help you, just say the word.
No, my dear. I'll handle everything. Excuse me, I have so much to do.
And that's gonna do it for this episode of Let's Play Dragon Age Inquisition. See you next time.